It's a brand new day, hey. Wake up every morning and say, it's a brand new day, hey. Take a good day, make it great, okay. Cause if you got some lemons, make some lemonade, yeah. Taste those clouds away. It's a brand new
Hello
day.
and welcome to Women of Abundant Wealth, where we aspire women to be healthy, wealthy, and whole. And as I always say, down in your soul. I'm your host, Kathy.
And I'm Shamila. And today I'm about to make you some juice.
Okay, well, let's get the juicing.
So I'm gonna make you some lemonade. So this is the lemonade that I made before, but I'm adding cranberries this time.
Oh,
so what it is what we have here. It looked like wine, but it's not.
It does.
No, this is, so I brewed some hibiscus and rose.
Okay.
And so it's gonna be.
So those are flowers, right? Okay.
So it's gonna be a hibiscus rose strawberry lemonade.
Ooh.
But now it's a hibiscus rose strawberry and cranberry lemonade. Let's
Okay.
say that.
Well, I'm
all times in a row.
ready to try it out.
Okay, and this is, so I use all natural products. I never buy anything and kind of mix it together because it has like sugar and all the preservatives in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I love to juice my juice. That's really the only juice that I do drink.
Okay.
And it tastes good to me. I feel like when I buy like over the counter stuff, it tastes like sugar. Right?
It
Everything
does.
tastes like sugar to me. That's
And
sugar.
they add
Yeah.
stuff to it
Yeah, so
that we don't even know how to pronounce.
In order to preserve it, that's what they do. So your juice is lasting you
Yeah.
2 months and all that, and
Right.
because all that stuff. So
Yeah.
if you have a natural juice, it's only gonna last you about 3 days.
But it's going to be so good, you're going to drink it up anyway.
And it's a good detox. So we have, like lemon is a good, any fruit, honestly. Well, most fruits, especially when fruits yield a lot of water, it tends to be very hydrating. And so
good.
it's good to have fruit juice, just because you get that hydration from it. And it's
So
good-
what does
and it's-
lemons do for you?
So, well, I'll just tell you about the juice. Well, lemon is a good detox. So the juice is good. Like I explained to you the other day, it's good for your womb. And womb doesn't necessarily mean pregnant, but you still want to have a healthy womb. You want to have, your lady parts healthy. It's really the good benefit for, it can be for anyone, but it is good for women too, especially like that time of month, when you're cramping, PMSing and stuff like that. Rose and hibiscus is real good for that.
So does it help
Bloating.
the cramps not be so bad?
Yeah, it either takes it away or like limits the cramps. And then the bloating.
The bloating part is really good because who wants to be bloated at any time?
So you can juice it, like this, or if you have like one of those handheld juicer thingies, you can juice it that way. But as long as you get the juice out the lemon, it's
So
pretty
for
good.
Christmas, my son got me a juicer. It's still in the box, so I have to call you to kind of give me some tips on how to use it.
We start using it. And I normally don't measure anything, but I made about, I put about 3. I did 3, right? I don't even remember. I put about 3
Yeah,
in
you
there.
did 3. You did
Yeah,
3.
because I put about 3 in there. So we're going to see. And, lemons are really tart. You can add more lemons if you want. Like if it's not.
As lemony as you want it.
As you want it. 'Cause, people like lemonade. They want it real tart. Some people just like their lemonade sweet. I'm going to go ahead and add this in there.
Okay. Ooh, that makes it pretty.
Right. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it like that because fresh cranberries are really tart. Like, it's not like the cranberry juice.
Oh.
You go get some of that cranberry juice, but some of y'all get the ones with all that sugar in it, so I don't know how it's helping y'all.
It ain't. It definitely is
Yeah,
not.
there probably is a little bit benefits to it, but you could be harming yourself more than you are helping yourself,
Right.
Listen, when it comes to certain things, I am stingy. Don't ask me to borrow a book, because I love to read. Don't ask me to borrow a book, because if you don't bring it back, I'm coming to hunt you for it.
Exactly.
I love to give stuff away though. Like I've always given away like clothes and shoes because I don't like taking anything back. So if something's too big or too small, I'll give it away to somebody.
Yeah.
But I don't ask to borrow anything. I'm like, don't borrow my clothes because I'm gonna want to wear that.
I smell those strawberries. They smell so good.
And I got the strawberries from the farmer's market. I feel like
That's probably the best place to get them, isn't it?
It is the best place to get them because most of the time you don't have to deal with all those pesticides in your fruits and stuff like that.
Right.
And you can taste the difference. Have a strawberry and taste it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me get one right here. Ooh, this looks so red and juicy.
Yeah, when you juice the strawberry and like it depends on what juicer, it kind of comes out a little bit pureed, and I like that for the
This strawberry is
the
good.
lemonade. It's really good. And then you notice that I'm leaving
I did notice that.
So these do pack a lot of like vitamins and stuff like that
Okay.
in it. Normally I don't eat it, but when I juice it, sometimes I just leave it on. I just juice it like that. There's no taste to it or anything like that, so it's. I mean, no.
It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. No harm done.
That's good to know because I've always, even if I would have juiced it, if you wouldn't have told me that, I would have cut those off before I even,
Yeah, so if you leave them on, they're not gonna kill you, y'all.
I see you can't even tell it was even left on.
Yeah, because it's being juiced, so it's not transferring into the juice, you know? I think I'm gonna put all the strawberries in there.
Just go on and put them in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be very strawberry-y.
Okay. Well, we got one more lemon. If we need more lemon, can we add
We'll
that?
drop that in there if we need to do more lemony. You know, people have different taste buds,
Right.
and they want it to be a little more sweet. Because I made this, and I've had people taste it, and some were like, oh, you know, it needs to be a little more sweeter. Some people are like, oh, it's just fine the way it is. Because they like the tartness of the lemon.
Oh,
'Cause,
okay.
I mean, why would you want lemonade and not like it to be tart? You know what I mean? And then I'm going to add some water. And you know I love my spring water. And I always get water in the glass. So you getting some good water. I'm going to add water into it. And then we can go ahead and drink.
Taste it. Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. Go get that water and get it in there.
Okay.
We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. And we're back. So today's show is a special show. It's just me and Shamila today. And we're going to be talking about, remember the other day when we were on the phone talking, and I just was thinking back about some of the shows, events that we attended in 2024. I was thinking, why don't we do a recap of some of those shows?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the artist wear, shapewear.
Yeah, that's the only one that we actually aired. Because
Oh,
the other ones we
yeah,
didn't air.
you're
So I was
right.
like, you know, especially having them all together because all the content that we had. So like, let's just talk about, you know, those shows. But the artist one, that was our first one. That I was kind of nervous.
I know. And remember, that was my birthday. Oh my God. And I didn't know if I was going to make it out, but
and you
I went to
did,
my
girl.
brunch and celebrated. And I was like, you know, I got to go and do my job today.
I know, you came. I was like, oh, look at her. Just dedicated.
Yes, that's what it's about.
And
being
some of your
dedicated.
model friends were there.
Yes,
right?
quite a few of them were in a part of the show. They were models.
Yeah, so the artists, I really like when she explained it to me. They do a lot of their bras were what is it, anti-cancer? So they
Yes.
didn't have the wires on it that can cause cancer.
Healthy kind of shapewear is what they created.
Yep.
Yeah.
They had some for women and men.
Yeah, because I interviewed a man who was wearing some of the shapewear.
I've never seen shapewear from men before.
Well, and he
big
was,
wear.
he was not a guy who needed shapewear, but he had it on. He was already buff and fit. I was like, oh, I don't think you need it, but okay.
He was modeling the
yes,
shapewear.
he
That's
was.
why.
He was modeling it.
But yeah, I've never worn shapewear. I wonder how it feels like that.
Well, you know what? I have for maybe one or two shows I put on.
I was gonna ask you, have you ever
shapewear.
had
Yeah.
to wear shapewear for
Yeah.
modeling?
Yeah.
Was it the shapewear only, or you had to wear it over your clothes?
I wore it under my clothes.
I mean, yeah, under. I said, see, I don't wear it over your clothes. Nah, but
I can see me out there. Hey,
Like,
I
oh,
got it
that's
over
an
my
outfit. It's
clothes. Yeah.
look at that. Where you get that from? I'm like, oh.
My own
Little
creation.
something- right? Some little different, spice it up.
Yeah.
You don't got a dress under your shapewear. Nah,
Yeah.
but that was a good show. I like that show. And what's this? God, what's the guy's name that performed? Enrica.
Oh,
Enrica
I didn't
performed.
see. I got there a little late. Remember, so I missed some of the.
But you know what? I didn't
events that
see
was
him
going
perform,
on.
but I seen him on the flyer. And that's where we met him. Yeah, I interviewed him for something else before, or
okay.
after. But he's really cool. He has some really good music.
Okay.
But he performed. There were some other performances there. They had a DJ there. It was nice. There was a lot of people there. It was a nice event. It
Did
turned
they
out
have
really
food?
good.
When I got
They
there,
did
the
have
food
food.
was all gone.
Yeah, because them people had food and everything else.
You know, I like to go to events where there's food.
You gotta get there early though.
You're right.
And you ate before you came, so
I did, but I like to nibble a little bit, you know.
Like I ate there, not here. Nah. Like you gotta get your snack before you get your food, and then you get your food, and after that you go to another event. You have to have something there.
Yes.
That's just greedy.
I'm sorry, but that's the way I like to do it.
I'm gonna go somewhere. It better be some snacks.
That's
and
right.
Some kind of refreshment.
Something. Yeah.
No, but they had everything there. It was good. I can't wait to the next one.
I know. It should be coming up. What? Maybe 6 months? I think.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but
It seemed like
it's gonna be coming up.
Yeah, it should be coming up. So hopefully we'll be able to do the red carpet.
Hopefully, I can be one of the models.
Ooh, maybe.
I did give Miss Martha my name.
Yeah, and they sell other stuff besides just the shapewear because it's supposed to be like
they have
kind
some
of
kind of
healthy,
juice as
It's
well.
supposed to be some
Yeah,
kind of like
it's like a health. Yeah, it is.
company.
Yeah, it
That's
all
good.
supposed to go together. Like you drink the juice and you wear the shapewear and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
kind of a good thing. And then I did see some of the stories of some of the women who started using it, and you know, they wear the shapewear, they're drinking the juice, and there was a transformation.
Yeah, and I interviewed some of the ladies. I didn't think I interviewed Martha; she was busy. But some of the other ladies that are involved in some of the other ladies that you interviewed her?
I think I did.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's right. Some of the other ladies that are involved in the company as well. We interviewed a couple of them. So that was nice. And then just kind of hearing some of the stories and why they started it.
Yeah.
Like one of them, she was like she was a mother. Well, she is a mother, so she's
right.
a kid.
Yeah.
But she talked about how it transformed her life. You know, not just the shapewear itself, but financially. I'm like, okay.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So it's also a business side of it, not just for health benefits, but you can also become a consultant for the business side. Yeah. So I thought that was really interesting, you know. Yeah.
Yep, and then the other event you actually didn't go to.
No,
so
I
that was
didn't.
Mida's Women Yes You Can, and you need to go to the next one.
Okay.
Because this was a really nice event.
Okay.
And so
what was it about?
This is about like empowering women.
Okay.
And so there was a lot of speakers there, and the speakers are bringing you to tears because they talked. It was like some stories because a lot of them, you know, they're from other countries too.
Oh, okay.
And so a lot of them have stories about, you know, either they were born here or, you know, the struggles their parents went through, and then some of the struggles they went through here, and like all the things that they. And what I loved about it though is like, you hear the struggle stories, but it doesn't end there. Because there is triumph, you know, there's after. And so when people speak about struggle stories and they want you to just hear their struggle side, I want to hear how you overcame that and where you're at right now.
I agree.
So that's basically what the speakers were about. And oh my God, some of those stories is just like, man. And you look at those people and it makes you feel like, yes, I can. So it's like women, yes, you can, basically. Because if you can do it, I can do it. I see what you went through. I didn't even go through half of that stuff. You know, so there's no excuse for me. I need to get up and do what I need to do after hearing your story.
But you know, everybody's different. Even though you do hear some people's stories, some people just don't have it in them to get up and do anything.
I feel like we have it in us, and we feel like it's hard to find. I think everyone has it in them, but it's just,
I agree with that.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying because, you know, they feel like they don't have it in them.
Right.
Or people can look at them and say, you don't have it in you.
Right, and they let that keep them down.
Yeah,
you know?
but it's like everything is built inside of us, but we don't, you know, sometimes we feel like we have to dig really deep. But we're looking too deep that we get lost in what we're trying to find.
Because there's power in the tongue. If you have people that's always saying things negative, it can keep a person down.
Yeah, because then you start to think it. You know, that's all you think is like, well, I'm not, you know, I'm not worth it. I'm not worth that.
Yeah.
But that was a good event. And then they had this guy, I don't remember his name, but they had a performance. Everyone was dancing. Oh my God. I got clips of everyone.
Did they have food?
They had food, yes. They had actually had like a lunch break.
Oh, okay.
So they served a nice dinner.
Okay.
Don't ask him what
it was, but you know
I don't remember.
Nice.
But it was nice. So they had food there. They had vendors there. I actually got
that sounds really nice.
amethyst stone necklace from this.
Did you?
Dang, I don't remember. Yes, amethyst stone necklace from one of the vendors. It's real pretty. You've seen me wear it before. I wore it on the show a couple times. Okay. But I'll show it. I don't know if you paid attention. I'll show it to you though.
Okay.
So they had that. They had other vendors there. They had clothing vendors there. And selling books and stuff like that. So that was actually a really, really good event. Okay. They was giving out awards and everything. Maida was up there. She was crying the whole time because she was like, a lot of people was there that she knew a lot.
Transformation and
that and just kind of where she was from how she is now, and then the people that a lot of people that spoke were people that she's known for years. And they kind of grew together.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And
like
so,
that.
So they grew together. Like, you and I, we grew together the time we've been on the show.
Right.
And so it's just like, it's good to have those relationships because if we're not growing, then what are we doing?
Right. You're exactly right.
That's what it was about. Basically, just, and in that moment, we grew together because I learned something.
You're right.
We learned something from each other. And so... It was, I know, I loved it. I can't wait for that one either.
Oh,
I feel like
God.
all the events we went to was good. I was kind of nervous because you weren't able to be there. And so, because I think you had a show.
Probably.
And so, I was by myself.
So you attended by yourself.
I was by myself.
Well, I love it, girl. You was
But I wasn't by myself because we still had a crew with us. But I was by myself. Yeah. The red carpet. But it was nice. I love that one.
Okay. We have another empowering event that we did. The Let It Burn event. Oh my God, that was a powerful event. For it could be for men as well, but it was for women. They would come out, and write down what they want to get rid of and let it burn.
Yeah, of course. I think.
Yeah.
And we had Camise.
Camise Green.
We had her on the show.
We did.
So, because she talked about the event, and then we did our own little Let It Burn on there.
We did,
right?
yeah.
Because I love that stuff. I always do things like that. And when you do release those things, it just feels like you really released it. And you have to really... Like, sometimes you gotta do it a couple times, or sometimes when you release it, you can't keep thinking about it because you really truly didn't release it.
Exactly.
But,
and she had a lot of powerful speakers at her event.
Did,
Oh my God.
I got a book from one of the ladies that spoke.
Yeah, you told me you got that book. Have you read it yet?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
I have like 50 million books to read before that one. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I got books in line already. I gotta put it. It's gotta be in line. But I think I'm gonna start soon. I might have to cut in front of the other books.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like it might be a good read.
Yeah, but she went through a lot.
She really did. A lot of them did. That was on the panel.
I think hers kind of resonated with me a little bit. Oh, she was she spoke about how she was suicidal, but she committed. Yeah. She tried to a couple times.
But
I mean, I've never tried that, but I just feel like. Just kind of some of the stuff she was saying kind of resonated.
A suicidal survivor. That's something. That's really a story.
Her story was really impactful.
And some of the young women that was there, that was entrepreneurs. I just thought that was very powerful.
One of the ladies that spoke, we didn't get a chance to interview her. I really wanted to talk to her. She has a school opening, the beauty school opening.
Oh yeah, she was the younger lady.
And she left early. That's why.
Yeah,
but
she did.
I think she popped up on camera.
That's why we didn't get to interview her because she did leave early.
But it was a nice event. There was some good food there.
There was some very good food. Her husband is a chef, so there's some really good food.
Well, he told me he was a cook.
Well, okay.
I think there's a difference.
I'll say,
he said, I am a cook. I was
he had this little white shirt
Excuse
on.
me, why?
I thought chefs wore.
I know. I thought it was the same. Excuse me. Nah.
Yeah.
No, I think he was basically just saying he started off as a cook.
Right, and now he's turned into a chef. I don't want to
chop my head off. I don't want to say it wrong. Nah.
Exactly. Yeah. But Camise said this is going to be an annual event, which would looking forward to attending.
Wait to the next one either.
I know.
I can't wait.
We was asking if she could start doing it more than once a year.
I know, girl. Come on, I need one right now. I did mine. The last time I did mine was like after the New Year.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready for
you did one? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was on the rooftop. I threw my little.
Well, that's a good place. I wish I had a rooftop. I'd do something like that. I guess I'm gonna have to go out in the backyard.
Yeah, or you can come over here.
Yeah. So, hey, Shamila, I'm calling you, girl. We need to do it. Let it burn.
But we should do one together one day.
We really should.
I like I've done one before where I wrote it on roses and just rip them up and then throw them in the lake and just watch it strain away. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so cute.
I just feel like, because there's always something, especially if you're holding on to things, and then sometimes you feel like you can't get rid of it. It's always in your mind.
Yeah.
And it's in your mind and sometimes you respond, the wrong way from it.
Yeah, like negatively.
Yeah, and so like when it impacts you that much, I feel like it's just like you really got to let that go. Let it go. Let it burn.
Let it burn.
But I really and truly like that event. I think I left a little bit early.
I think we all did.
Yeah, so I missed the part. So the part that they actually let it burn. So during the event, remember we had to they had the big like pot up there, and so wherever you like during the whole event, you can do anytime, just write down and put in there. And then at the end, they take it in the back and they just burn it. And that's what that part. I know. I wanted to see the emotion, and I feel like you have to stay the whole time to really get the full effect of it, because you're actually watching your troubles or your traumas, whatever you were holding you back.
But some of the speakers were like really in depth in their stories, so it kind of ran long.
Well,
so
even some of the things, I think it was some of the things that they did. I think Camise was saying she probably won't do again, but it was just some of the stuff that they did that kind of made it run a little bit longer.
I think she's not going to have as many speakers as she had this time, because she had maybe 4 or 5 speakers.
And they had Q&As and all that.
Right, yeah.
We were there for that, but I mean, it was
and then
good.
They had
Honestly,
I don't think... know you. Remember, everybody had to get to know each other.
Yeah, I think that was kind of one of the things. But the speakers, cute. I feel like if she keep it at that, I feel like that's fine.
Yeah.
But just give them a time to, like a time frame to talk or whatever. Like try to stay on point with this.
Right. Exactly.
And then maybe. But it was good. Like, I would have stayed if I didn't have anything else to do after.
Exactly.
Honestly, I would have stayed.
Me too.
Because I wanted to see stuff
see that burning, yeah. I know that was so powerful.
Yeah, they probably had maybe about 30, 40 minutes left after we left. Probably. It seems like it. Like, some of the stuff that I heard happen.
Yeah.
But I can't wait for that one either.
I know. We can't wait for any of these
I know, because especially, oh my God, the last one we did, the one that you walked in.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I have never ever seen a fashion show like that before. She did her thing.
Unique designs, a runway through time and back again.
And it was, and I thought,
I didn't know it was going to be like a fashion show. It's a production.
Production, yeah, girl.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Because you was up there, damn girl.
Well, we had practiced, rehearsed, like.
You got an afro, right? Was it afro?
Yeah, I have afro puffs.
Oh yeah,
in one of the segments, and so we rehearsed at least 8 or 9 months. So you're not as nervous because you didn't rehearse it, over and over. But still, you do have a little bit of nerves because it's showtime now. You know how when showtime, you always gonna have that little bit of nervousness.
It was like every, I don't know what you call it, segments.
Yeah, we had 16 segments.
Every segment was just mind blowing. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, because a production is entertainment. It's theatrical. It's the lights, the brightness.
Yeah, it was like everything in one. You had like a whole, like a production. You had the fashion show mixed with like a, it was almost like a play kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it's telling a story.
Yeah, and it's like the visual story of it, of them dancing and with the music, with the the talking and all that. Because I think there was some like narration in the beginning and like throughout the thing. I'm like, oh my God,
I love productions.
It was. I do. Like that was like probably the best thing I've ever seen before in my life. Yeah. One of the best.
And that's something she's going to do. She started it in 2023. I was in that show as well. And the thing about that show, I got to do 2 sides of it. I was also one of the ladies who helped out, help people get dressed as well as I was a model. Yeah, I was a stylist and I was a model as well. So that was kind of, gotta balance your time because you gotta figure out when do I get dressed for my segment because I'm helping this person get ready. But I made it work, you know.
Yeah, I know, because I was at, but I guess
But in
when you
this
wasn't
show,
yet.
this show that just passed, I was just a model. I had
Because you were
my
in a
own
lot of
stylist.
segments too. How many
I
segments
was
were you?
in 3.
Okay, seemed like, I guess because when you did the dance, because the thing is, it's kind of long. Because you did
Yeah.
the dancing, so I was thinking that, yeah, that
Yeah.
one was tough. Oh my god, that one was, it was nice.
Yeah.
All of them was good. I was like, oh my god, and the vendors there, I met some really amazing people.
Mm-hmm.
So I did interview some of the vendors. I interviewed your daughter. That was actually my first time
Oh,
meeting her.
okay,
She is
okay.
so sweet and
Oh,
pretty.
thank
She's
you.
so pretty. And I met your play daughter.
Okay.
She was like, you're like a second mom to me. I interviewed her. She loved it. She was like, oh my God, like the show. She was like, I've never seen anything like this before. I'm like, I'm telling you.
And she brought guests out.
Mm-hmm.
She
had people with her.
Thank you.
She's really sweet.
Mm-hmm. She is very sweet. Yeah. So did you love interviewing all the people? You were by yourself doing the interviews, right?
I was.
You got to interview me too.
I did interview you. I interviewed you, and then your friend, who's also a model.
Yeah.
And then most of the interviews I did were with the vendors.
Okay.
But there was a lot of, and we met some really, like, even the vendors had just their stories where I'm like, dang, that's how you started this. And like there was one lady, I forgot exactly what she did, but I think she started the business with her husband. Her husband passed away unexpectedly.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, that's sad. But she just had a good spirit.
That's good. That's good.
So that was good. So that wraps it up for all of the shows. We
I
did
know.
4
in 2024
and
events
then
that we attended.
And hopefully this year we'll be able to do more.
More? Yeah.
So
We're
I'm
looking forward to
it.
2025.
We already have some stuff set in stone, but
Yes, we do.
I want to do one every week. I'm just kidding. We'll have
It'll keep us very busy.
We'll have a bigger recap.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah. So let's take a break. And then
We'll be back. Welcome back, and it is tip of the day time.
tip of the day. What we
Tip
got
of the
up in here?
day.
What we
Pull
got
it
here?
out. Pull it
What
out.
we got in here? I think it's from Google. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Hey, we're getting
So-
kind of low on tips.
We need some tips, y'all. Y'all can start sending in some tips if you want. If you want to send in a good tip, it can be about finances. So we're about healthy, wealthy, whole. So anything that you feel like will add to someone's life, go ahead and send it in with your name, where you're from, to womenofabundantwealth@gmail.com.
Yes.
Gmail. All right, so this one is one that I really love. So it says, true happiness is a state of mind that comes from within, not depending on external factors. Boom. I always say that too.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, you cannot make anyone happy. I can't make you
can't.
anything, honestly.
Right.
Because it comes from within. And so we tend to get into relationships and we're like, oh, you need to make me happy. You need to do this and do that.
Right.
And you can
gotta
never
make yourself happy.
Exactly. And you can never satisfy someone who is unhappy within. You can't satisfy them. And so for my mental health, I'd rather not deal with that.
Right.
And that's in any relationship, whether it's a friendship, a relationship with your family,
Right.
or in a romantic relationship.
All relationships, you need to be happy, whatever it is.
Right. And I'll tell you, one of the reasons why I did write that down is because I was actually going to make a video about this. Like I was going to record myself and say it. I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and he was telling me about, because we're working together, we're doing some things, and it's, with other team members.
Okay.
And he said, I just want to make everyone happy. I want to make you guys happy. And to me, I feel like it's draining him trying to make everyone happy.
It has to be because there's so many personalities.
And some people are not really appreciative of it. I try to show my appreciation as much as I can, because I'm like, oh, well, I need to do more, and I'm like, I need to do more, or it's just like, I am just very appreciative of what you are doing. And me, I'm happy on the inside. I'm happy with what's going on. I'm happy with what he's doing. I'm happy with what I'm doing. Some people, they may not be doing what they should be doing, but I'm not tripping too much because I'm going to carry my weight because it's like, regardless, it's going to get done. Right. But I just feel like trying to make people happy is draining.
It is very draining.
Very draining, especially when you're dealing with a lot of people. You cannot do that. So it's like, it's easier to just kind of put that focus on yourself, put that happiness on yourself. So instead of making you happy, I'm going to try to make me happy. I'm going to try to do things so I can be happy inside. I can bring you joy. I can bring you so much joy. I can bring something here today. But if you're not happy, it doesn't matter. If I give you a new pair of boots and they're cute, that is going to bring you so much joy.
You know it is.
But is it going to fulfill you? Is it going to make you happy? No.
Not unless I'm happy within myself.
Yeah, it'll make you happy at the moment, like, ooh,
right.
I got
a momentary, temporary.
But then happiness. You might like, oh, you know what, Shamila, you just cussed me out last night. You'll bring that up again. So I don't even. So this is fine, but now I'm back to this now. Or you may be thinking about something else. But I just think like that's a important part of your growth. Yeah. Is happiness. Mm-hmm. And it's like a self-love and happiness. That's the top two things I always talk about. Like, of course, we all want to be happy, but then we don't know how to get there. And you want someone else to make you happy. You want to get into a relationship. It's like, you have to make me happy. But it's like, no, you have to make yourself happy. Make yourself happy, and then get into a relationship.
Some people might need therapy to get there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I've been in therapy before.
But some people won't accept therapy. They think, oh, people think that I'm sick in the head or something if you go to a therapist, especially in certain cultures,
especially within in the Black community,
right?
And it's like when I went to therapy, I didn't tell anyone that I was going to therapy because
were you ashamed?
Well, like you said, people will think I'm crazy, and then they can throw it back in my face, like, well, you're going to therapy for this, and then I already felt crazy because I was dealing with a lot of anxiety and panic attacks. When you're dealing with anxiety on a daily basis, you feel like you're crazy because it's all mental. Yeah. It's all mental. You don't know what's going on. And I was going to the doctor because I'm like, something is wrong. Like, I'm
well,
sick.
At least you acknowledged it.
But it was like, you feel like you're sick, but you don't know what's wrong with you. It's like having it's like you're having an illness in your body, but you don't know where it's coming from.
Right. So that's what the doctor is there for.
Imagine being like being undiagnosed. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know. You know there's symptoms. You have these symptoms every day, but you don't know where it's coming from. And so that's what it felt like. And I was just in my mind, in my head, and I'm like, I'm going crazy. I can't control it. That's what I felt at the time. And I was just, I can't control it. And so I went to therapy. That was probably the best thing I've ever done. And I tell people that just do it.
So you don't have the anxiety anymore?
Well, I still dealt with it. I've dealt with it afterwards, but I have it more under control. Like I'm telling you, it was like daily, from me waking up to going to sleep, and I felt like it never stopped because as soon as I wake up, my heart is just racing, and so it was just like. Was it like that when I was asleep? Was I even relaxed? Right. And then you're tired because your body is working overtime. Your heart is pumping all that blood around. And I was reading on certain things. I'm like, it can cause high blood pressure and all this. I'm like, I need to go to the doctor because something's wrong. I had 2 EKGs done because I'm like, well, maybe you need to check it again. Check my heart. Something is wrong.
But your heart was healthy and fine.
Yeah, it was fine. I'm healthy, but just anxiety. That was it.
Yeah, man. I'm glad I never dealt with any of that. I don't think I have that I know of. I think one time I thought I was depressed. And I went to the doctor and she put me on these pills. And I was like, I don't think I need these pills because they make me feel sleepy and all that. Yeah. I took myself off the pills. I was like, I'm not going to do that. Yeah.
I did the same.
Yeah.
Because it was like getting to the point I was just like, I think I'm really losing it. Let me go to a psychiatrist. Something needs to be done. So I went to a psychiatrist because I'm like, maybe I just need to be on meds. And I don't like taking medication.
Me either.
And so I was on it for a little bit, and I was just like, I can't do it. It's giving me the same. And they're like, well, if this doesn't work, you have to give it 4 weeks. And if that doesn't work, we'll try another one. Y'all not going to experiment on me.
Exactly.
So
and then this is going to mess with something else in your body. Then they're going to put you on another pill. It's a cycle.
It helped me sleep because I was having a hard time sleeping. But that's about the only thing. It was making my heart beat even faster. I'm like, something's really wrong with me. I was like, now something's really wrong with me. I think my heart's about to run out of my chest.
Drink some warm tea, it'll put you to sleep.
Yeah, but there's all, and then that's how I got into natural medicine. Well, one of the reasons why, and also dealing with like mental health, like there's other alternatives.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, we don't want to mask what's going on. It's always like take this for that, take this for that. But can we get to the root of the problem?
Right.
Why am I having anxiety? Why am I going through this? Why?
Well,
So
did you
always
find out why
question-
you were having anxiety?
Well, yeah. There was a lot of things I was going through. When you have anxiety, it's because you're always looking into the future.
So your mind is just thinking all the time.
Some people, having bills can give you anxiety. A lot of things are just thinking about, things you're getting scared about certain things. Like what's happening next week. Oh, I got to pay rent next week. That can give you anxiety.
My daughter's
a lot.
like that.
Yeah, and so it's good to say in the present moment.
Yeah,
stop looking,
and I try to tell her that. And she's gotten a lot better though.
Yeah, and then you have to remind yourself to do it. It's like everything is a practice. You practice this, now you have to unlearn certain things and practice the right way. Like train your mind to think positive, and you can start by speaking positive things.
Right.
Do mirror
like
work.
I said, remember the tongue has power.
Exactly. And so whatever you say, that's why it's like when you talk about yourself, even if you're joking about it, and still, I still have to catch myself sometimes, and it's like in my head, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. But I don't give myself a hard time. I just like.
Are you able to accept compliments? I know a lot of people don't know how to accept compliments.
Yeah,
like
give me all the
them a
compliments.
compliment, they be like, oh no, I just threw this old thing on. I ain't.
Right,
I'm giving you a compliment.
I know, yeah. They're like, oh, this old thing. No. But I'm like, girl, it's cute. I've told you it's cute. Just say thank you.
Right.
That's rude. No, I'm just kidding. No, people do have that issue, and that's what it is. And people think like, oh, that's rude. But I'm like, you don't know why they're like that because maybe they're not even used to it, or they are, but they don't know how to accept it. Because I felt that way about certain things. I think I used to feel that way, but. No, girl, give me all the compliments.
I know.
Sometimes we need them. And people say, like, oh, well, you don't need validation. We need something. Like, we do need something.
You do.
And it's not that I'm fishing for it.
Right.
But we're supposed to be that way to
Uplift
each other.
one another. Yeah.
We're supposed to connect in a certain way, whether it's through hugs, compliments, words of affirmations, things like that. Like, we're supposed to be like that with each other.
Exactly.
Imagine someone never telling you that, because that's where it starts. It starts in your home growing up. Your parents giving you positive affirmations and telling you, about yourself, good things about yourself.
Right.
Because then if they're telling you bad things about yourself, that's where you get that mindset from, a negative mindset.
Exactly.
It can start at home.
Exactly.
So that's very important, is where it starts.
Exactly, where it starts. Well, this has been a great segment today. We'll have to do more of this. Just me and you. Just talking, recapping. Yes. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.